Okay.
You know what else I hate? I hate ties in sports. Maybe that's why I don't like games overseas, because it reminds me of soccer, where they have ties. Do we have ties in baseball?
No.
Do we have ties in basketball?
And baseball even went out of their way to ruin the 10th inning with that Manfred, man.
Yes.
Worst thing ever.
Sunday night, we saw a tie in the NFL. We get one or two of these every single NFL season, and I get annoyed because when I look down at the standings, there's always one or two teams, now two, that are out of whack with that
completely.
3-1-1 or 2-1-1 or 1-2-1, whatever the case may be. Why can't we figure this out? Why it's so complex? And by the way, the overtime rules I can't stand. The NFL needs to follow what college football does. It is the best overtime, most exciting overtime in sports, what college does. So if you're not familiar with it, you place the ball on the 25-yard line. One team gets to go. You flip a coin to see who goes first. Then the second team gets to go, right? And you play football. So both sides of the ball get involved. The kicking game gets involved if you get stopped. And then what do you do if they both score? You line it up again. And so you don't have to go all night long. In the second overtime, you have to go for two. Yeah. 2-point conversion. And then in the third overtime, guess what you do? You line it up on the 2-yard line. You say, all right, the next one to score wins. It's so much fun. I think it would do unbelievably ratings-wise, success-wise. I think the players would love it. The NFL needs to take a page out of college football and use the college football overtime rules.
Well, my man, I thought it'd be a little too soon for you to praise overtime in college football.
Yes.
But yes, man, 100%. I don't know why they've made the move. I mean, you could take the entire overtime and move it to red zone. There's a million different things you can do. The overtime in college is second to none. I love it too. I think there's strategy to who gets the ball first. There could be an immediate game-ending play. You pick it off, you take it the other way. There's a million cool things that happen in college overtime. I don't know what's taking them so long.
If you played basketball at the park growing up, were you going to leave with a tie?
Never.
No, you were going to play until you couldn't play anymore, until there was a winner determined. Drives me nuts.
And look, you think about it like this. The most important games are what? Postseason games in every sport, and you can't tie there.
Right.
So why would you treat this any different?
So back to the game, Cowboys, Packers, we know the score in a tie.
Yeah.
Well, who won the game? Who won it? Who won the narrative? Because this was one that was spicy. And really, it feels like it was between Jerry Jones and between Micah Parsons. That contract negotiation ended sourly. It was one of the biggest surprise bombshell trades we've seen made. Who won the night?
Well, if you ask Jerry Jones, he'll say it's a tie, because that's what he was trying to put off at the end of the game. Like, they did what they did and we did what we did, and it ended in a tie. No, man, Micah Parsons is a generational player. It's going to take a long time for me to believe that they made the right move getting rid of him, especially when he's going to probably put on a gold jacket the first opportunity he has. He almost single-handedly saved the game where Dak Prescott was going to run in for a score, and he comes around the edge on one side, gets all the way to the other side of the field, and takes him down at the end. That's a special player right there. But I'll tell you one thing, man. Dak Prescott's the truth.
Yeah.
Yeah, and
he's always been. He's one of the most underrated quarterbacks in the NFL for consistently delivering consistent results. Now, granted, in some of the bigger stages, he hasn't shined. He hasn't had that playoff success. But if you want to look at somebody and say, sure, give me 4,000 plus passing yards, give me around 40 touchdowns and 15 interceptions, who wouldn't take that? You'd be crazy not to take Dak Prescott. One of these days, I do think Dak is going to break through. But unfortunately, it's probably more of a result of the supporting cast, and now the lack of it on the defensive side of the ball.
Well, that's going to have to be their method now, right? It's just going to be outscore everybody. And watching George Pickens last week, knowing that CeeDee Lamb is going to come back at some point, that's a scary offense, man.
Yeah.
When they come back and get the two of them on the same page, George Pickens is a 1 on most teams, right? He only went left Pittsburgh because of that off. He's kind of a knucklehead, right?
He's a big knucklehead.
But you bring the two of them together and get them on the same page, that offense is going to be nasty. And if Dak Prescott stays healthy, watch out for them Cowboys, man.
So one of the things that Jerry added a little bit of context and color to the negotiations that took place. Did you hear where he said he felt like Dak Prescott was indispensable? And he said Micah Parsons was dispensable. And he kind of said he had to choose between one or the other. Is this a little bit of it? Yeah, let's hear a little Jerry after the game.
About the way your team batted Micah Parsons specifically tonight. The way they held him at bay, that he didn't sacks in the game back in there,
Yeah.
maybe as much as some expect.
Well, I knew that he is the great player that he is, and I like the way that we got ready to play him, and we played him, and we ran at him, and but we knew he was there, and he made a difference. But that's the way it goes. Whether we like it or not, I'll take my side of it, and Green Bay can have their side of it.
Jerry, when you consider no CD Lamb, can you think of a better game that Dak Prescott has ever played for you?
I can't. I saw him right there a minute ago, and I happen to agree with you. And to not come out with a W for that one is unbelievable for him. But I thought he was the better quarterback tonight, and I would think that, but I do think that. And I know what we've got ahead of us. It's
Jerry will talk
NFL,
for an hour.
His schedule is daunting, but we've got help
Good stuff.
on the way.
There he is. And I thought the Cowboys won the night. They were not supposed to be the better team. They were an underdog. You walked out with a tie. Granted, the 40 points make you look like, boy, you could have used Micah Parsons, but they had Micah Parsons and still gave up 40 of their own. So I think the narrative was, oh, the Cowboys are doomed. They're going to be devastated. And the Green Bay Packers all of a sudden are an instant Super Bowl contender. I think the Cowboys won that night.
Yeah, I guess so. I'm always a big believer in whoever gets the best play. Yeah, they win the night. I don't know. Is there? I don't know, man. I don't think that. I think that's a lose to me. I don't think anybody won that night. I'm the same as you, man. I loathe ties.
Yeah,
I loathe ties, and I think about Micah Parsons had 8 pressures, a sack, a game-saving tackle that he kept Dak out of the end zone. And I think Jerry Jones is one of those guys. And look, there's a lot of guys like Jerry Jones who get to that certain level where no matter what, they'll never admit, I made a mistake, I was wrong, I lost this. He kind of comes off as one of those guys to me. Mm-hmm. You'll never get what he really thinks about it. I'm a big believer in whoever got the best player usually wins the trade.
Yep.
But
so we have,
we'll
let's go back to that Micah and Dak, a little dap up after the game, because I did like seeing that.
Yeah, that was cool.
Yeah. Here's former teammates.
No, I'm talking about precision timing. Yeah. Like, that shit was quick. Yeah. See, I always believe in you, boys. I'll see you soon. 100%. Love you, brother.
Love that. Former teammates, they realize it's a business. Players take it way better than the fans, way better than even the owners. They realize, hey, these are part of the sport. It's a brutal sport physically, it is mentally, and it is business-wise. And sometimes this is what happens.
And Dak is in one of those super prolific positions. It's like quarterback of the Dallas Cowboys, center fielder for the Yankees, all that stuff, where he's always going to come under scrutiny. But rumors has it, man, and I think Dak Prescott's probably one of the most likable guys in the world. His story's incredible, overcome a ton, family stuff. And it's good. I'm glad to see him healthy and out there doing this thing. And, yeah, his teammates love him.
He is awesome dude. Happy for him. And if you want a little insight of Jerry Jones, this is just a plug for a show that I really enjoyed, the Netflix series.
Crazy, yeah.
It is really good. Look behind the scenes. Mm-hmm. It's very raw. They show them after they get blown out in the playoffs. Some are very watered down, and they give you the best version. They let you see everything, the good, the bad, and the ugly, and it's awesome. It's highly entertaining. America's Team on
There's
Netflix.
a quote in there that I think sums up Jerry Jones. The one guy said, I think it was in there, but I've definitely heard it recently, was if you gave Jerry Jones the choice of winning the next 2 Super Bowls, but he has to stay out of the media and not do one interview for the next 2 years, he'd never make that trade.
No,
and I
he
actually
wouldn't.
think after watching that, it's probably true.
He wouldn't.
Right?
No doubt.